Welcome back. Guess what? We're on a different night tonight. It's Friday instead of Thursday, but that's okay. We just decided to change it up a little bit. And tonight, you know how in the summer I had all these beautiful salads going on, and I know I felt my waistline slimming down. And so I've been making a little bit of the eggplant parmesan and the lasagna. And what did we have? Something with pasta before. So I felt my waistline kind of expanding again. So we're going into the winter months, but we can still have dinner salads. But since it is fall, we can go into change it up a little bit. So what I decided to do was I had some duck breast. So I'm going to do a dinner salad with sauteed duck breast. I have Fiji apples are in season, so I decided let's play around with a Fiji apple. I'm going to grill it. Then the cool thing, since I already have duck breast, and I saw this in the store, and I have been not dying, but I really wanted to try these eggs. These are staying in the theme of ducks. These are duck eggs. They're salted. I got it in an Asian store at the Super H Mark. I'm going to call your name out because that's my favorite store to shop at. And I thought these were so different. So, I mean, look how it's wrapped. Safety or what? And they were cooked in salt. So I wanted to have, this is first time trying these eggs. So I'm going to be in for a little bit of a surprise because I've never tried them before. And I wanted to do this tonight. So tonight with the Fiji apples, it's a crisp apple, a little sweet. And if these are salty, then it's going to be that sweet and salty balance that I'm looking for tonight. So, and then the dressing, my vinaigrette, which I love. I've gotten in the habit of making some really good vinaigrettes. And I really enjoy making vinaigrettes. So, which I didn't think I would, but hey, go figure. So I decided, since we're in the fall, cranberries you can get year round now. They used to, how clever is that? Used to could only find them when they were in season, which would be in the fall to winter, and you wouldn't see them again until the spring. But that would be just the cranberry juice. But now people have decided that, wow, outside of making cranberry juice, what can we do with them? They came up with cran raisins. Clever, isn't that? So with that said, well, I'm going to make some, put some cran raisins in the vinaigrette, and it's going to be an orange juice, an orange cranberry vinaigrette, because when I first got into this business, when we made duck, everybody had duck a la orange. A la orange. That's a little French thing. A la orange. So I have my orange juice. So I wanted to stay kind of stay in that theme. Mix it up a little bit. Get that fall thing going on. So come on, let's have some fun. Let's cook. Glad to see you. Let's do this. So the first thing I'm going to do is set these eggs aside for a minute, because I'm not ready for them. And since they're already boiled eggs, since they stated they were cooked, all I have to do is shell them. I just wanted to take them out of the package. And this is, like I said, this is how it comes. So we're going to be in for a treat tonight. I know, I am a chef, so I cook things that I look around and see what's in the marketplace. I look and see what I have in my refrigerator or freezer or in my cupboards. So I don't cook, I don't know what the word would be, I guess, typical or every day. That wouldn't be fun to cook stuff every day. How I'm going to try things if I don't know what it tastes like? So with that said, let's get started. Got to put my glove on, my one glove wonder. Safety factor. Because all I'm going to do is mince up a shallot to get my vinaigrette started. So I want to get that done first and get it out of the way. Put it aside. And then I can start building the salad, sauteing. This duck has to be medium rare. Duck breast became popular. I remember it becoming really popular. Oops. We started with the whole duck, like I said, a la orange. And then it went to the duck breast. That was something that, this is my trash. That was something that was started overseas. And then we started picking up the concept of, oh, guess what? We could start doing duck breast by itself. So it was a lot of fascinating different dishes that came out of that concept of cooking with just duck breast itself instead of just the whole duck. So you might as well use it. And then with the legs, that's the traditional French duck confit. I might do that one day. It takes a while to do it, so I would have to get it started. So let's get this started, because I know I'm long-winded. This is an unusual time to be here on a Friday, so I'll just keep it moving and get my shallots all peeled up. Make it quick and easy. You know, you just peel the shallot like you would peel an onion. I have all my mise en place in front of me for my my vinaigrette. I want to take the back of it off. Just cut it down the middle. I only need to use one shallot because I'm only cooking for two people, or maybe three. But I don't need a lot. I only want to make like a cup to a cup and a half of my salad dressing, because my salad doesn't need to be drowning in anything at all. It just needs to have a drizzle of it. So that's all I need, is just a cup to a cup and a half. So I have my shallot. Cut it, mince it up. It's all over the place. So we just make sure that you have control over your shallots and bring it back in. I want this to be a nice balance of sweetness and a little bit of tart from the cran raisin. What an interesting name that they put a raisin and a cranberry together. Cran raisins. I like that. So I have this minced up fine, so you can see that. And I love having shallots in my my vinaigrette. Now I have it the way I want it. Bring the bowl over. So let's start building this. I have shallots in there. Get about a teaspoon. Get that all off of there. Teaspoon of Dijon mustard. My favorite, white balsamic, because it is so neutral. You can do a lot with this. I have a tablespoon. I love these little shot glasses of vinegar. I don't want it too vinegary. So you measure how much you want in there. So, and since I said it was orange, let's see what's going to happen with this. Let's have a teaspoon of the orange. So this is the base. And I can always add a little bit more. That's why I bought some. Now, let's have, so I'm building it up. I need something to secure this with. Put that there. I have my olive oil. Start whisking that. Bringing that together. My Dijon mustard is my stabilizer. So I need something for that to hold this oil and vinegar with, because it's a liquid. So now I'm going to start building it up. I haven't done this in a while. I miss it. Okay. Build it up. This is not stable enough for me. Let's flatten this out. So open it up, flatten it out. So I don't want it all over the place. There we go. Look at that. See how I emulsified? That oil and that vinegar came together, and it's an emulsifier. So I want to have volume. So bring it up. Look at that. At this point, you don't always have to taste. You always have to taste where you are with your food. That tastes good already. It's a little bit too much acidity, but it has that undertone that's nice. But I don't want it that have that acidity to it. So I'm going to add a little bit more of my olive oil to balance it out. And the orange juice, because I really want to have that flavor and taste of orange juice in there. I want it to be more pronounced. Like my culinary terms I'm wearing there. I want it pronounced. I want to be able to taste that this is a orange vinaigrette. Instead of making much better. The flavors are coming up. But you can have it still a little bit of acidity for me. So I'm building it. Building it up. But I don't want it to the point where it's too oily, because that's that fine line between too much acid and too much oil. But that is so pretty. Now let's add a little salt to this. Okay. And I'll taste it again since I've added the salt. It's got there. It's right where I want it. Just put a little bit of pepper in there. Not too much. That's what I have here. I have my white pepper. So let's add a little bit of white pepper in there too. I don't want it too strong. But when you taste the salad dressing that you're making from scratch, when you taste it raw, in this raw form like this, it's going to have a different flavor than if you put it on your mix on your greens. So guess what? The best way to taste is to put it on a green and see where you are with it. See, I don't want to... Much better. I can really taste that. Wow. That really does make a difference. So, I have this where I want it. So I'm going to move all this aside, clear my clutter, and start working on my duck breast. So let's put this here. Now, I said I wanted to put the cran raisins in there. I don't want it to be chunky. Not, you know, like chunky. And I can use some for a little bit of a garnish. But I do want to add some in there. So I'm going to mince this up. And it's going to really bring out the flavor. And it's going to be really colorful. How about that? And it'll be just where I want it. Nice pretty colors. Good flavors. Almost there with that. There we go. Voila. Stir that up a little bit. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That's awesome. Put it in my little container here. Let's just rinse this out some. There we go. Make sure there's no debris or anything in there. That's gonna be good, Lonnie. And just do this, put it in my container, get all the good stuff in there, and just set it aside. So that way the flavors will have a time to develop and to blossom and mature when I'm building up my other salad, the other portions of this salad. This is a complex salad. Wow, that's really good. So I'm just going to set this aside so you can see it. Okay, I don't know what she said. So, add some salt and pepper to this.
I'll marinate the meat in that sauce.
Marinate the meat? Nah. We just might add a little bit of that to it. Okay, let's get this hot. Add some salt. Make sure you turn it over. Just a little bit more. And see, this is one of those quick and easy meals that, you know, I usually do this with my hands. I don't know why I'm doing it with the spoon tonight. Get in there and get it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Just make it happen. Alright, so I have some flavors left over. I want to do a little bit of olive oil in here. Just utilize what I've already started in this bowl and see what happens with it. I want the oil because I'm going to need that oil because there's no fat on this duck breast. I need that oil. So let's get that all in there. Aren't these nice? Let's put this aside. While that's doing it's marinating, soaking up these flavors and that oil because the duck has no fat. Normally when you cook a duck breast, you got to make sure that you leave some fat on, so it can cook in the fat and it won't dry out as quickly. So when you take a lot of the fat off, that's what it does. So this is something that the skillet is going to be extremely hot, because I'm going to do a flash, quick with it, so that it doesn't take long. But if it was the duck breast still with the fat on it, you would have to finish it in the oven. But tonight we won't have to do all that. So let's get all this set aside, because I'm done with all of this. And I'm going to start building the salad. I had said to you earlier about this beautiful Fiji apple. And I want to get a little sweetness in there. So this these pillars are something different. These little fancy ones. You got to figure out which way, if this is for a lefty or if it's for a righty. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. This is one of those don't. So we go to the one that's you're used to using. All right, I'm gonna have to sit this down. Here we go. There we go. I can peel an apple. Look how pretty that apple is. So I just get all that off of there. Season it a little bit. And I'm going to grill it, because I want this to be have a nice sweetness on my salad. So just peel it. I got the largest one I can get my hands on. Keep it simple. Now, core it. And make sure you wipe things off. I don't want that onion flavor on there. Core it. Keep it simple when you're coring your fruit. Because and I'm gonna have to take my glove off in a minute. That's why I have a glove on. Bugger is a little slippery. We'll just keep this easy. That was a little bit too much right there. Just kind of jackknife off the table. That's funny. But anyway, I'm gonna keep it moving. So if there's any brown spots or anything, just politely cut it off, get it out of the way. And I want some nice chunky slices, because I'm gonna grill this. Ah, no wonder they was having this thing on sale. The funny thing about apples is you never tell, just like life, what's gonna happen until you really get into it. So, like with this apple, you never tell what you got till you start cutting into it. So that is one of those things. But we're gonna keep it moving. My favorite word tonight, we're gonna keep it moving. So I have my apples. I don't want to season it. I think the flavors of it, I just want a naturally grilled apple. So let's get this on the grill. I have our George Foreman grill. I don't think I'm going to lose too many juices on this, but just in case, let's put some towels here and let's secure it. And I want the natural, I keep jackknife. I got to take this glove off. All my food is flying out my hand. That's a little annoying. I'm done with the glove. They just flying out of my hand. Lost another apple. Oh my goodness. That's one. I have this saute pan on. Let's get it up a little higher. Then I'm going to start building my salad. Let's get a little oil in there, because I need that fat. Alright, we got it on, we have it on high. Because when you're sauteing simply means to jump, to have it jump in the pan. Small amount of oil. Stand back because it's going to be wet. Not hot enough. Not big of a sizzle for me. I like to hear that sizzling sound. It's not sizzling enough for me. Okay. Let's try it one more time. Okay, we don't want that fire, the flame, to shoot up over this pan now. It only takes a few minutes. Only a few minutes there. You want to keep this as medium rare as possible because if you over saute your duck breast, it's going to be chewy. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Done. So, let me check out the apples. Take all of that out of the grease. Let the meat rest for a few minutes. Wipe things down and don't lose my apron. Or we're really off today, Monty. I know I'm a little there, but everything's all right. Everything's going well and smooth. So now I'm at the point where I'm ready to start building my salad. Let's check on the apples. Perfect. Let me turn them over. So I do want them to have a little bit more of a mark on them. Ah, look at that. I want to taste the natural sugars of the apple. That's why I didn't put any seasonings on it. But I want the marks. I want those beautiful grill marks. So, let's start building this salad and see what we're going to have tonight. I love this. This is the best part, my favorite part. So like I said, I utilize what I have in my cupboard. That's about half a pound of greens. It's Friday night. You can have your guest over. Saturday nights, Sundays. It's a little wet. So let's pat it dry a little bit. There we go. Keep everything within the perimeter of the plate. Set that aside there. Let's see the apples. The center focus of the salad is always going to be your protein. So let's start with the protein. That had an opportunity to rest there for me. And I'm just setting some things aside because I just want to really build up this salad. So, just cut it on the bias. Nice and medium rare. Rare to medium rare. Duck, you don't want it well done. Some people might take that and go, oh, that's too well done. That's too raw. But it makes it too chewy otherwise. See the darkness of it? But you see that beautiful red pink of it? Awesome. Just slice it down. Like I said, this is the component of my salad. Monica's going to be in for a treat tonight. Every cut of meat does not necessarily have to be well done. You lose its flavors. Okay, so that's that part of it. Let's build that up. I want some color, so I gotta make sure I have a tomato in there. Just cut them in wedges. Just kind of have them catty corners so you have a dynamics where it doesn't necessarily just give you a shape. Now, let's go with the apples. Look at these apples. They are awesome. I want them all right there. Cool thing about this is, wow, that looks good. I'm just jackknifing with my apples tonight. They're all over the place. Can't keep them in my hand. Oh my goodness. I have some little bad, some fingerling potatoes. They just don't want to stay put. Build up a salad. Woo-hoo-hoo. Actually, you know what? That dressing, I want to make give these a little bit of flavor. So let me get that on there. Second to last. I always keep clean spoons beside me. Just give that a little bit of flavor. Can't seem to keep the apple, so I know what I won't be handling. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see how this thing is gonna crack. Wow. Yeah, it cracks like any other egg. But that's okay. Let's see what the shell's gonna do. Yeah, the shell's gonna come off. Yeah. Run it under the water. Let's see what's gonna happen with that. It cracks like any other egg. A little disappointed. I thought it was going to all that plastic and yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. This is gonna be an ugly shell. Oh well. Wow. Let's see what we have left over. We're working with it though, because most of the egg is coming off. Let's see. It's interesting how this egg is going to come out though. Interesting. Let's cut this thing open and see what's going on with it. This is not your typical looking, wow, it smells good though. We're in for a treat there, Monty. Let's get the potatoes on there. I wanted to try it. So, it's gonna be marvelous. I have everything on it that I wanted? Yes, I do. Let's get that on there. Let's get these on the potatoes. There. Let's get a little spot here. Just mix this up a little bit. We're in for a treat tonight. And do a little sprinkling of the cranberries. So this is my fall sauteed duck salad. Get it on apples. How about that? Let's get this out of the way. And there we have it. It didn't take that long. So if you have friends that go out and do game hunting and they purchase their shooting it up, try it. Keep the eggs if you can find the eggs. Try it and see how you like it. So you're going to join us for the after show with Chef Sara Ray and Monica and my lady, my camera lady, my producer. Well, we're both producing this, and see how we like this. And I want to see her face when she gonna try this medium rare duck. This is gonna be amazing. So I'm interested in trying these duck eggs. So I'm gonna shell some more, do it off camera, and let you see it. Okay? So join us in about 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll tell you how this is all turned out, how it tastes. It's interesting looking, I can tell you that. And I like the way those eggs are. So we're going to see what's going to happen with that, okay? So join us. Thank you for joining me for the assembling of the salad, the making of this sauteed duck salad. get the girlish figure back. And see you in a few minutes. Good night.